Day 195. All right, let's actually talk about the script today. Yesterday, they got off on that Black Forest tangent. It was a lot of fun, but nothing to do with the script. The one thing I will say, we did one of those 8 countries in 6 weeks tours. My sister, slightly younger, and a friend of ours, um, back in our early 20s, let's just say. And we spent so much time trying to make sure that we got the Eurail, the train, the bus, whatever, that I felt like we spent more time doing that than we did almost sightseeing or seeing stuff. Not literally, but would not recommend it. It wasn't even like a taster platter that you get. You don't even hardly get a flavor of the places. Although probably enough to know if you want to go back or not. Haven't been back. Abby's line about that unceasing prayer on whatever page, I don't know what happened, 77, 76. It was one of those things, I had an idea and I wrote it, and I don't know how long that will last, but I haven't resaved the script. Either that or this is all part of day 195, which would be illegal. I wonder what Jake would do if our positions were swapped. So, again, Holly relegating them to basically doing nothing. And so, I've mentioned this 100 times, but we know that they're going to play a part in it, but we can't. There has to be some resistance on Holly's part, or some attempt not to have them, risk themselves. But again, how much time do you spend on that, knowing that the audience knows that the kids have got to save the day, just like Scooby-Doo. That's kind of trite. How stupid do I sound saying I give anything so stupid in the world? Jenks really does it. He's lucky to have a brother that loves him. Are you serious, Jack? Are you serious about that? Oh, look I just deleted some stuff. Only 134 pages. I have made kind of a new decision in the last 2 weeks that the first version of this, I think, was like 106, 105, 107 pages. I've sort of made a decision that I want to make it closer to 100 or even 95. Don't tell anyone. I'm sure it'll end up being over 100. So Jake and Levi, I was going to say Jake and Lexi, having these conversations, which, I mean, I think they're good, and they reveal character, and they, develop their relationship somewhat, or at least get to know each other. But how much of this can there really be at this part of the script, this part of the story? Because this is closing in on the third act. So I'm thinking, the turning point the halfway point, I should say, the false victory, false defeat, according to Save the Cat, is, that's around page 50, 52, whatever. And then we've got All Is Lost, or we've got Bad Guys Close In, which is sort of, them getting taken away, Salerno coming, the ticking clock, which is how long it's going to be till he gets here. And then we've got to have All Is Lost, which I'm working on as I think. And then we've got Night of the Dark Soul, or Dark Night of the Soul, which, if this is going to be a 100-page script, that's got to be right around, it's basically page 75 if it's going to be a 100-page script, where we have the turning point to Act 3. And as we see, I'm nowhere near that. So when you look at it that way, this this is written structurally like it's about 118 page script, because they still got a ways to go before they get to there. So this has got to be really chop down. They've got to, and the problem is, there's got to be a reason for them to be together alone so they can have a discussion, but really they're only going to have time for either one long one or two short ones or three really short ones, because there's just not enough time. And so it's kind of funny that, well, Lexi had obviously fairly big part, but then she and Jake sort of disappear for, I don't know, 15 pages? Maybe not. Well, maybe. The scene with the bombshell, it's one of those where I thought, oh, that'd be funny, which I think I mentioned before, but, it might work in the fun and game section, but it's certainly not going to work here. Speaking of not going to work, I am not going to work overtime on day 195, which means I am done talking. See you tomorrow.